Have you ever wondered why your discipline fades away? Not all at once, but slowly, like a candle burning down bit by bit until one day, you wake up and realize you're not who you said you'd be. It's not the big failures that destroy discipline. It's the small, silent behaviors you barely notice, the ones that whisper, "It's fine. Just this once," but that once becomes a habit, and that habit becomes your downfall. Let's talk about those silent behaviors that break your discipline, one tiny piece at a time, because if you can spot them early, you can stop the slide before it starts. Discipline isn't built in one big, glorious act of willpower. It's built in quiet moments when nobody's watching. It's when you decide to stay on track or give in just a little. Think about it. You tell yourself you'll go to the gym tomorrow. You say you'll start reading again soon. You promise you'll stop scrolling after one more video. And every time you say it but don't do it, a piece of your self-respect fades away. Not because of the action itself, but because of what it tells your mind. I don't keep my word. That's the silent killer. So let's break it down. First silent behavior, saying, "I'll start tomorrow." Tomorrow sounds responsible. It sounds like planning, but most of the time it's just disguised procrastination. You're not saying, "I'll start tomorrow." You're saying, "I don't want to feel uncomfortable right now." And every time you delay, you teach your brain that avoidance works. You get a tiny hit of relief, a small dopamine rush, and that's enough to keep you stuck. Imagine two versions of you. One says, "I'll start tomorrow." The other says, "I'll just start for 5 minutes today." 5 minutes might not seem like much, but it's the version of you that takes action that wins every single time. Discipline isn't built in big leaps. It's built in the moments you don't delay. Second silent behavior. Letting small excuses slide. We love to rationalize. "I'm tired. I deserve a break. I'll double up tomorrow," and you might believe those excuses. You might even think they're harmless. But here's the truth. Every excuse weakens your mental muscle. You're training your brain to believe comfort comes before commitment. Let's say you skip a workout because it's raining. It's one day. No big deal, right? But the next time you feel resistance, your brain remembers. It says, "We don't have to do it when it's inconvenient." And slowly, your standard drops. You start accepting less from yourself. Discipline doesn't break in a single bad day. It breaks in a pattern of soft choices. Third silent behavior. Constant distraction. You might think discipline is about effort, but it's also about attention. If your attention is constantly fractured, your willpower never even gets a chance. You tell yourself you'll work for an hour, but your phone lights up. You check one message, then another. Before you know it, 20 minutes are gone, not because you're lazy, but because distraction feels harmless. But here's the problem. Every time you switch tasks, your focus resets. You lose momentum, and your brain gets addicted to novelty instead of progress. If you can't sit still, you can't build consistency. And without consistency, discipline can't survive. Try this. Put your phone in another room for 30 minutes. You'll be shocked how clear your mind feels. That's the power of undivided attention. It's rare, and it's where real discipline lives. Fourth silent behavior, being too hard on yourself. This one surprises people, because we think discipline means being strict, relentless, unforgiving. But here's the truth. Guilt kills more discipline than failure ever will. You miss a day. You feel like a loser. You tell yourself you'll make up for it by going harder tomorrow. And then, when you fall short again, you spiral. That's not discipline, that's self-punishment. Real discipline is consistency, not perfection. It's getting back on track without the drama. When you fail, and you will, don't beat yourself up. Just reset, refocus, move forward, forgive fast, adjust faster. That's how you keep momentum alive. So let's put it all together. Your discipline isn't destroyed in one day. It's drained by 1,000 tiny leaks. Every, "I'll start tomorrow." Every, "It's just one day." Every mindless distraction, every moment of unnecessary guilt. Each one chips away at your self-trust. But the good news? You can rebuild it the same way, bit by bit. You rebuild discipline by catching those silent behaviors and replacing them with better ones. When you feel like delaying, start small, right now. When you make an excuse, question it. When you're distracted, protect your focus. When you fall off, Get back up immediately, that's the real game. Because the truth is, discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about refusing to quit on yourself quietly. You don't need a big breakthrough. You just need to stop the small betrayals. That's how you rebuild your word. That's how you earn back your respect. And that's how you become unstoppable. One honest decision at a time. If this video made you reflect, good. Now don't just nod and move on. Ask yourself, which of these silent behaviors is stealing your discipline right now? Drop it in the comments. Let's be real. Let's hold each other accountable. And if you're ready to take back control of your focus, your habits, and your mind, hit that like button. Subscribe for more, because discipline isn't built in silence. It's built in awareness. And your awareness starts now.